In this video, I explain motor braking circuits. Here we are not discussing about the electric motor braking systems or a vehicle braking systems, okay? But we are talking about the hydraulic motors. Hydraulic motor means it is a one type of the actuators. And there are a various type of actuators, that is the reciprocating and the rotary. So rotary actuator is also called as the hydraulic motor. So we are discussing about the hydraulic motor braking circuit in this video. As we know, when we keep the lever of 4/3 DCV to the mid positions, the motor will be stopped. But there are two issues. Now in this diagram you see this is the pump, motor, pressure relief valves. And this is a 4/3 DCV. That is the first position, this is the mid positions, and this one the second positions. And this is the hydraulic motors. Okay. So hydraulic motor is connected with this A port, and it is a two directional hydraulic motor. That's why the another end of this hydraulic motor is connected with this B ports. Means this hydraulic motor have a two direction, one is the forward and second one is the backward, means clockwise and anti-clockwise directions. Okay, now in this circuit here you see this the braking valve is provided. Okay, so this braking valve is one type of the sequencing valves, and the sequencing valve means it is operated due to the pressures. Okay, so here you see this sequencing valve 1 or a B1 braking valve B1 is there. So it is a sense the pressure on these lines. Okay, so here you see this is indicate the pilot drains. So they are taking some oils from the here, and according to this pressure of the oil they are operated. This is the B2, means braking valve B2 or a sequencing valve B2, and it is operated due to this pressure difference in these lines. Okay. Now what are the two issues when we putting this directional control valve on the mid positions? Okay, so when we putting this directional control valve in the mid positions, the motor will stop to rotate. Okay, but there is a two issues there. First issue is that motor may be overrun due to overrunning loads, and the load may falls. Okay, so this is the issue when we are not using this braking valve. Okay, means this valve is not there. That is a directly oil is entered from A port and directly supplied it to motor. This part is not there. Same way on this side, oil coming from the B port is directly supplied it to this, and this part is not there. Okay, at that time we facing the two issue. First one is the motor may overrun due to the overrunning loads. Overrunning load means that the load is moving in the same directions as the directions of the actuators. It is called as the overrunning loads. And the load may be fall, means load is moving in a downward directions, maybe fall. And second issue is that due to the inertia, motor is continuously rotated for a considerable amount of the time before it comes to the rest. Okay, so we know that when the fan is rotated at our homes, we switch the switch of the fan, but fan is continuously rotated for some times. That is called as the inertia. Same thing is happen in a bike. We can put the bike on a neutral positions, and we are not accelerate the bike, but bike is move to the certain times due to this inertia force. Okay, so that same way the motor is rotated due to the inertia for certain times. Okay, so these two issues is solved by using the braking circuits. Okay, now how the braking circuit is run, that we understand. To avoid this, brake valve B1s and B2 are used in the circuits. So here you see in between the directional control valves and the hydraulic motors, we are putted the braking valves B1 and B2. So here we consider that the B1 is installed in between the A port and hydraulic motors, and the B2 is installed between the B port and the hydraulic motors. Now for hydraulic motors we are considering the three positions. Three position means first positions, mid positions, and the second positions. So generally we use the mid positions for stop the motors. Okay, so this is the braking circuit. Brake means we need to reduce the speed of the motor or we need to stop the motors. Okay, so majority we are discussing about the mid position in this theory, but first we understand what is first positions and second positions. In a first positions of the 4/3 DCV, oil flow from P to A and B to T. So here you see this is the P port here, this is the A ports, this is B port, and this is the T ports. So they are connected. Okay, and the motor is run in a forward direction. How motor is run in forward directions? The oil come from the pump is enter in P port. From the P port it is enter in A port, and from the A port it is supplied to the motors. And motor is rotated in forward direction, means it is rotated in a clockwise directions. In a second positions of 4/3 DCV, second position means this third square. Okay, so in which you see this cross line is connected. Cross line means there is a P port is connected with this B port. and this A pot is connected with these T pots. Hence the motor is run in the reverse direction. How it is run in reverse directions? Oil from the pump is supplied in a P pot, and from the P pot it is supplied to the B pot, because here the cross lines. Okay, so from the P it is supplied to B pot, and from the B pot oil is going these directions, and then finally enter in a hydraulic motors, and the motor is rotated in a reverse directions or a clockwise directions. Now in middle position of 4x3 DCV. So right now you see this image or a figure for the 4x3 DCV in which all the ports are connected. So here you see this, all the ports are connected with each others. So here you see A and T is connected, B and T is connected, and in between another one pipe is provided, means all the ports are connected with each others. If the motor is loaded with overrunning load and if brake valves are not used, then the load will be false. Means we consider that we are not installing this brake valve, then what happens? On a center positions, the load is start to fall. So avoiding this, we are used to brake valve B1 and B2. If the circuit shown in the figures, there are two brake valves, and this brake valve will allow oil to flow out from the motor if and only if there is a pressure at the inlet of the motors. Okay, so if the means suppose the oil is supplied from this A pot to these lines, okay, and here they are facing the some pressures, and due to these pressures this brake valve is operated, but here no pressure is there, then this valve is closed and oil in this pipe is not go return off. Same way here is no pressure, that means this brake valve is also closed, so oil is not moved from this pipeline to the A pot, and okay, that means in this pipe the same pressure oil is on both the side of the hydraulic motors. That means the shaft of the motor is locked and that positions and weight is not false. If the oil is not supplied to inlet of the motor, then its outlet will not open and the motor shaft is the lock. So thank you for watching this video. If you learned something, then like the video and subscribe my channels for watching the more video related to the OHP and the other subject of the mechanical engineering. For the OHP, various link is provided in descriptions as well as in a card, or for other subject I request to visit the playlist.